Imagine this. You step out of your apartment and instead of car horns, you hear bird song. Skyscrapers rise above you, covered in forests. The streets stay cool in the summer. A river flows clean and alive, right through the heart of the city. This isn't science fiction. This is the blueprint for the cities of our future. Hi, I'm Maria. I'm an architectural designer and the founder of Bullet Architecture and Design. And today, I want to take you on a journey. We'll explore how cities can blend nature and urban life, why this shift is not only possible, but absolutely essential. Cities are growing faster than ever before, but too often that growth comes at the cost of nature. We build roads where forests once stood. We pour concrete over wetlands and rivers, and we end up with concrete deserts instead of living environments. But here's the good news. A movement is happening. Researchers, architects, and city leaders are asking, what if our cities would reconnect with nature instead of replacing? The answer could transform the way billions of us live. Let's start with the foundations. The Urban Nature Future Spring, a body of research published in Science of the Total Environment that actually gives us a map. It shows different scenarios for weaving nature back into our cities. Another study in urban transformation points out something critical. Urban planning is one of the most powerful tools we have to push cities toward true sustainability. And in other words, the choices we make today will shape whether the next generation inherits lifeless gray cities or thriving ecological communities. And we don't have to imagine this. We can already see it is happening. Take Bosco Verticale in Milan. 2 residential towers wrapped with nearly 1,000 trees. Thousands of shrubs and plants. These buildings don't just look beautiful, they also clean the air. They provide shade and they create homes for birds and insects. Or let's take another example. Look at CopenHill in Copenhagen. It's a power plant, but it's also a ski slope, hiking trail, and a climbing wall. It proves that infrastructure can be practical, but also enjoyable. And of course, Singapore, known as the city in a garden, from its Supertree grove to its lush sky parks to its tree-lined trees, Singapore shows what happens when government policy actively supports biophilic design. And across Europe, urban rewilding projects are taking over old gray infrastructure and turning it into green, living ecosystems. The lesson, blending nature and urban life, isn't futuristic anymore. It is happening right now. So, what's next? What are the frontiers of nature-integrated design? One exciting area is called More Than Human Futures. It's about designing cities as habitats, not just for people, but also for plants, animals, and ecosystems too. Another frontier is technology. Today, computational tools can model an entire city and tell us where to place trees, green roofs, or parks. As we get to the biggest ecological and social benefit. This isn't just planting few trees for decoration. This is science-driven integration. And the results are powerful. Urban greenery can lower surface temperatures by as much as 7 to 10 degrees Celsius. That is the difference between a sweltering heat wave and a comfortable summer day. Cities with more trees and water features have better air quality, stronger mental health outcomes, and fewer floods, thanks to designs inspired by sponge cities. In Ahmedabad, in India, studies found that large parks combined with reflective roads reduce average city temperatures just by rethinking how we shape our streets and open spaces. Nature isn't optional. It's survival infrastructure. So what can designers, planners, and developers do right now? First, embed biophilic principles, greenery, natural light, water. This should be part of the design from the very beginning. Second, focus on multifunctional infrastructure. Think of CopenHill, a power plant, yes, but also a recreational space and a community landmark. Third, use technology. Computational models and planning frameworks help us bring place green elements where they have the most impact. And finally, push for policy support and community engagement. Lasting transformation happens when people and policymakers are aligned. Here's the truth. The cities of tomorrow, they don't need to push nature aside. They can embrace it. And in doing so, they can become healthier, more resilient, and more alive. We believe in research-driven creative design that helps people and nature thrive together. If these visions resonate with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment below, share this video with someone who cares about the future of our designs, and subscribe for more explorations at the intersection of architecture, ecology, and innovation. Together, let's imagine, design, and build the future cities we all deserve.